Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Ever since my mom pointed out that I was walking around with limp wrists and dainty steps at the community pool in second grade, I noticed that I was more girly than other boys. And years later, I realized that she had probably suspected I was gay since then. Today, I'm going to talk about that time my mom finally asked if I was gay and how I slammed that closet door shut. Growing up, my mom was always pretty careful when talking about homosexuality. She was generally open to liberal thinking and kept up with the news, but she also came from a traditional Asian upbringing. Her small hints made it clear to me that she didn't see homosexuality as something positive. For example, one day she told me that an Asian celebrity recently came out as gay only after his parents died. I was a bit confused why she was telling me this. After I thought about it, I realized she could have been hinting that if I were gay, I should spare her the news and come out after she died. Either way, I didn't give this much thought. I was knees deep in the Christian community and heavily suppressing the self-admission of my own lust for men. But one Sunday afternoon, when I was a freshman in high school, my mom and I were lounging on the living room sofas about to drift into a post-brunch coma, and she asked, "Can I ask you a question?" I started to pre-panic. This is never the start to a fun conversation. Picturing the worst-case scenario, I hoped she wouldn't ask me if I was gay. "Sure," I said, trying to mask my nervousness. "Are you gay?" I paused with a stinging fear in my chest and a lump in my throat as I felt the tension and my mom's anxiety suspended in the air as she held her breath. "No," I said. Immediately, my mom exhaled a heavy sigh of relief. In that one sigh, I heard her disappointment, her disapproval. I heard it all come out, at once, and I can still hear it today. This relief, her relief, became my burden, my pain. I finally knew for certain that she didn't want me to be gay, and it hurt that I couldn't change that about myself. It's been almost a decade since she passed away. But when I think back to that day, I realize that she actually would have wanted me to lie. We'd always get into fights when I was too direct and blunt about things. And one time, during an unrelated, trivial argument, I even asked, "So do you want me to just lie to you next time?" And she said, "Yes!" It was surprising, but that's my mom. She was always very emotional and cared more about keeping a positive, blissful mindset than getting to the truth of things. But nonetheless, I kept myself deep in the closet and didn't start coming out to a few friends and relatives until years after she passed away. Sometimes I wonder, though, what if I said yes that day? What would my life be like now? How would that have changed my relationship with my mom? I don't regret it, but I do feel for everyone else out there living under a similar pressure to lie and suppress a part of themselves to avoid disappointment, to avoid disapproval, bottling up your own pain to avoid pain from others. What have your experiences been like? Have your parents ever asked if you were gay? Have you ever gone deeper into the closet like I have? Please, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your stories. And finally, it would mean so much to me if you would like this video and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for listening, and have a great day.